Lamar Jackson speaks ahead of the Ravens' Week 2 matchup with the Raiders. Let's hear what the reigning MVP has to say.
I remember in camp, you guys asked me, like, what do I want to improve on? I tell you everything. So each and every time I'm out there in that field, on that field, I'm trying to improve with everything I do. So I guess so.
Were you just on Monday just a little banged up and sore from that game? I know you did 6 hits in the game.
No, I was good. You know, I just took a day off. So.
Lamar, what motivates you the most to finally play a home opener for the fans?
You say one more time, Dave.
What motivates you the most to play a home opener?
Just being in front of our crowd, you know, in front of our environment. Knowing the fans get to experience us, you know, in that stadium, and I believe we got some new addition going on at the stadium, so that'll be dope for the fans. But I'm looking forward to it, man, and I believe everyone want to see us, especially at home.
Sorry. On that first drive against Kansas City, Derrick Henry scores the first touchdown for Ravens. How's that relationship between you two developing, and what do you see kind of forthcoming as the season develops?
I believe our relationship is going very well. It's only the first game of the season, and I believe it'll get even better, you know, as the games go on and as we keep playing along the season.
Lamar, is running the ball 16 times, like if you had to do it every week, is that sustainable, do you think?
I don't know. I'm not trying to find out, but, you know, we got Derrick Henry, we got Justice Hill, those guys. But, you know, I'm going to do whatever it takes to win, and that type of game, sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
More along those lines, John just talked about it, be competitive on every play. There was a play near the boundary, and rather than go out of bounds, it looked like your lower shoulder barreled into him. What goes through your head in that moment?
No, I'm playing football. I'm just playing football. Nothing really going through my head at that time. You know, I didn't want to get hit. You know, I'm going on the sideline. I think I got hit like that before, going on the sideline and about to step out, somebody hit me. So it's like, I'd rather hit you before you hit me. So that's all that was.
Lamar, you've been applauded throughout your career for being able to evade the big hits.
Yeah.
You do run a lot, but you tend to avoid the big hits. It looked like you were initiating not only on that play, but more contact than maybe usually. Was this just a competitive spirit thing? Was this a specific thing, or what was going on?
The competitive spirit, and sometimes, you know, when I be on the ground, I already be falling. Those guys still be hitting me, and I don't get those calls. I don't know why, but we're gonna look into that. You know, we're gonna look into that.
Lamar, we've talked all season about you losing weight, and you know, how did it feel out there in your first game?
I felt great, Jameson. I'm not gonna lie to you. I believe someone was like, I don't like his weight. You know, he lost weight, and I don't know how he'll look out there. And you know, those guys are huge, and I'm like, at the end of the day, I'm a grown man too, just like those guys. So I feel pretty good. Came out the game pretty good. We're gonna keep it going.
Lamar, with Isaiah, you know, you've obviously been here a few years. You guys have had a connection. Do you remember kind of the first time that he sort of wowed you, I guess? I mean, obviously you had a great game against Kansas City. Do you remember maybe the first time you sort of...
Was it? I think I always say this, like, the Buccaneers game, I think Mark was down, and that was his first game, and he showed off. I mean, he showed out. He did what he was, you know, what his job is to do, you know, step in. The first guy down, he stepped up, you know, and that's pretty much what he was doing because they was doubling Mark all game. Like, every time we played them, they got, like, a thing for 89. Like, they don't want 89 to do anything, but 89 is doing his part, you know, because he getting other guys open, and that's the biggest thing, you know, and likely took advantage of it.
The Raiders a couple years.
Some big praise there from the quarterback for Isaiah Likely. And look, he said, I'm just playing football. I'm looking forward to it. And why not? Because the Ravens, following a loss over the last 5 games, have been dominant. They're 4-1 straight up, 5-0 against the spread. In fact, they cover by an average of 7.7 points per game. But I will say, this line, Baltimore, 9.5. And if you're looking forward to football on Sunday, CBS has you covered. If you want to see if Baltimore can bounce back, that's at 1 p.m. versus the Raiders. We've got Andrew Catalan, Tiki Barber, and A.J. Ross on the call.